Hello, everyone. Andrea here, and we are recording from GitHub Universe
We're live.
2025. And we're talking about something that matters more than the code that we write, and that is community.
Community with C.
Yes. How do you build tech spaces that actually feel welcoming, that people want to go and be a part of? How do you create conferences that celebrate not only the great thinkers and the cutting edge technology, but also bring authentic culture? And how do you do it all without VC funding while working a full-time engineering job? So I have with me the one and only Justin Samuels today. Welcome, Justin. And you are better known online as ThugDebugger.
ThugDebugger back for year 2. Remember we were here last year.
This is true. Your day job, you are a
Senior software engineer.
Okay.
Or into it, a Mailchimp.
Okay.
So I had just got off of work here. I ran down here.
But you joined us today wearing your
Founder hat.
as the founder of RenderATL, which is one of the fastest growing tech conferences in the country, bootstrapped from a Google Doc, and just an overall incredible experience. For folks who are not familiar with Render, describe Render. Like, what would you say Render is?
Render is a place where you could be a software engineer and you could also eat a great plate of food while learning about agentic AI, while also going to a fun party in the evening time and talking to great attendees, partners, and everything else in between. It's a true intersectional crossroad between technology and culture and having a good time too.
And why in the world, out of all the things that you could have done, you decided to create this?
I was always good at building ecosystems. I began video game clubs. I began smaller, like nerdy clubs and all of that all my life. And when I became an engineer, I said, well, I really want to go to a tech conference that's in ATL. And as I looked around, I didn't see any global scale tech conferences coming out of ATL, even though we have the world's busiest airport. So because of that, I said, well, let's take all the things we like about every other conference out there and what is the outcome of that? And the outcome is what we have today as our RenderATL.
Tell me, the first year of the conference, how many people did you have?
300. And we began as a React.js conference first.
Okay. How about this year? How many folks were there at Render this year?
So this year we had 1,000 people, which is nuts. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I think it's safe to say that Render has become an institution.
Yes. Yeah.
Beyond the amazing speakers, the great vibes. I love you do it for the culture and culture first.
Yep.
Right? Like, why is it that makes Render so special?
It's because culture, a lot of people think about culture as just a taboo word. When in actuality, culture is the thing that binds all of us together. It's the thing that allows us to have a conversation over a mail and find a common bond. And as you try to scale your company, you always hear culture fit. You always hear employee workplace culture. So bigger companies spend lots of money figuring out what is their company ethos and their company culture, because the culture defines what is your drumbeat. And because of that, we said, well, engineers need to also have a sense of culture too, and having that sense of culture allows them to learn more quicker because it allows them to have more likewise connections with each other and how to get the word across from each other.
Yeah, no, 100%. And you build such a special thing. And I was privileged this year to be one of the speakers. And besides the work that you and the folks that work with you at Render do, you have a sea of volunteers. Like, the community cares about this conference so
Tons of
much.
volunteers.
It's amazing. It's obvious that they want to be a part of something that's bigger and something that matters.
Absolutely.
And I think impact-wise, I mean, you can share the numbers because I heard it during the closing keynote. I think the economic impact that you brought to the region with Render. Please do tell. Beyond that, the personal impact. Like people are coming in, their lives are changing, they're making connections, they're learning something new. But do tell me about the impact that you brought to the city.
Yeah, the impact all around through everything we do, whether it's the conference, and we also own ATL Tech Week too, and a couple more organizations. All of our organizations combined economic impact for the fiscal year 2025 was at $55 million.
Amazing. Amazing. And you're doing it with heart and you're doing it authentically. I love it. It was such a welcoming space. A lot of the conferences can take notes from Render for sure. And so now you obviously, Atlanta Tech Week is one of your endeavors as well, but then you have something very special that you just announced a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that is going to be happening adjacent to Render next year. So first of all, remind me of the dates for next year's conference.
So a bombshell. We're not in June no more.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had to change the dates because of the FIFA World Cup is about to be in Atlanta in June.
Yeah.
And I don't want any smoke with FIFA.
Yeah.
But we changed the dates to August now.
Perfect.
It'll be August 12th through the 13th.
Okay. And you're going to be doing a very special event.
Very special.
The brainchild of RenderATL.
Yes.
And it's got to focus on something that's dear and near to me, and I think to many of the people who are listening or watching us right now. And it's going to be that. Da, 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 da. I wish I had some drum roll.
If we did. The commits. And for those at home hearing the podcast, we like to always say that actors have the Oscars, musicians have the Grammys, creators have the culture class, and now engineers, particularly open source developers, have the commits.
Amazing. Tell me why you decided to put on an awards show for open source.
Because I always get nominated for tons of awards out there. And I truly never cared about if I win or not, because they all don't speak to me as a engineer. And I said, man, if I could win anything, it'd be for the contributions that I've done for the open source engineering world.
Yep.
And I had looked around, and the closest thing is Hub's STARS program.
Yes.
And I said, well, but that's not an open source, or that's not a award show.
No, it's not.
And when people think of award show, they think of just have a expo hall, a couple of awards you get from down the road. You put somebody's name on it and you call it a day. But our team is known for very high level of production. And we said, all right, if we do an award show, it needs to look like the Oscars.
Yes.
It needs to look like the VMAs. It needs to look like that so that everybody instantly comprehends that this is an award that you want to aspire to have.
Yes.
It needs to be the award that sits on your trophy case as the main pinnacle of like, yes, I have achieved it as an open source developer. So I wanted to give open source developers who don't usually get flowers or get homage the opportunity to get those flowers in front of their peers for that particular night.
That is such an incredible initiative. I am so excited for it. Friends, this is going to be a black tie event.
The black tie?
This is going to be at a level of production that only RenderATL and team can do. And what a beautiful opportunity to recognize some of the most underserved folks.
Very much so. Like, I think about how many companies use open source. These companies usually don't even pay the creators or the maintainers of the program.
This is true.
So it's like, hey, you are making billions of dollars, but a person that helped create this groundbreaking technology that you take for granted every day is struggling for contributions, is struggling for coffee money on Patreon.
Yes.
Let's try to change that narrative. I'm not saying that I am going to. I said try because it's going to take a long time. But I know by us giving a platform with our voice, it'll help push it in the right path forward.
Absolutely. And so for those of you who might be wondering, well, what kind of awards we're going to make? So I'm going to share, first of all, the website is going to be www.thecommits And we have an award for Commit of the Year, Maintainer of the Year, Small and Large Project of the Year. So great that you hone into small as well, because it's not always your React
Yes.
that should be highlighted. Rising Star Documentation and Design Excellence, Open Source for Good. That's going to be one of my favorites, I can already tell. Corporate Contributor of the Year. That's
And
a good one.
you got to highlight those that's internal too. Doing good
Yes.
stuff.
Wonderful. And then Community Choice Award and Unsung Hero Award. So each category is open for nominations right now. And tell me a little bit about how the process of selection is going to happen.
So it's going to work like any other higher level award show, Oscar, Grammys, VMAs. We have a internal committee.
Okay.
I'm the only render person there, but I'm not even on the board.
Oh, wow.
And it's all known open source maintainers. And they're going to be able to vote on it. And these are people who have built some of the world's largest projects, but they aren't maintaining right now. Okay. So it is their way of keeping active with the ecosystem. So it'll all be voted on based upon the nominations. So for everybody at home, it's critical that you nominate even your own project so that we could see what's out there.
Yes, please. And nominations are open. How long are going to be nominations open? Till?
Right now, we're looking at either April or May.
Okay, wonderful. Because you are a busy man, but real talk, you're not only working on putting on this incredible initiative to highlight just the amazingness of open source and the people in it, but you're also taking Render on the road.
On the road, like we are right now. We're here, a universe, having a good time.
Tell us a little bit about where you've been, where you're going, and why was it important for you to bring Render everywhere? Render on tour.
Yeah, so we call it the a Bits and Byte tour right now. And it was important for us this year because we wanted to give our ecosystem, who we call the Render radicals, we wanted to give our radicals an extra touch point to engage and interact with the team beyond the annual conference. Because the conference only comes once a year. And sure, I might have extra things like pop-ups here and there, but nothing on a consistent basis. If you are in the Render ecosystem, you will see on the Bits and Bytes tour, we had things happen every single week right now.
Amazing.
I mean, even I had a ran into you in Dallas not long ago, right?
Yes, in Plano, Texas. We were outside there doing commit your code.
Yes, we were out there. So like, it's great to be able to run into past speakers, workshop conductors, attendees, but also it gives people that a sense of culture again, that when they see the Render Peach, they're like, oh, I know the quality, I know who's going to be here, and I could probably talk to other like-minded individuals too.
I love that. You are actually a sponsor at GitHub University this year.
We are.
Which is phenomenal. I love seeing the pink peach and that you provide the space. And honestly, I think it just, as a conference, it sets the tone for who's coming here.
It does.
Right? And maybe you never thought that this might be a conference where you could find your people, but guess what? Render's here.
It is.
So you can come find your people here too.
So we are here until the end of the day. Then we get on a flight tonight and go to Guadalajara, Mexico. So we're going to JS Conf Mexico. So that's going to be tons of fun. And then after we go there, I think we're done for a little bit. I think this is a busy week.
I think that's probably a good plan.
Well,
the team needs a break.
And then half the team will be in Houston because they're doing activation out there with our partners into it right now. There's a lot happening right now.
I'm so excited for the growth of Render, an institution now. How can companies partner with Render if they're listening to this and they're like, I too want to be a part of this?
Yeah, it depends on what you want out of the conference.
Okay.
You know, and not just the conference, the entire year-round programming now.
Yeah.
You can either come to us to help you hire the best talent, but we also have a way to help you meet people who are the decision makers to help or buy your product too.
Absolutely.
So either way, we're your place so you can make a deal happen, or you can make a talent come work for you. And if you go to our website, RenderATL.com, we have a link that you could fill out there.
Thank you, Justin, so much for taking the time to come by, sharing what you've been up to. I'm so jealous you're going to JSConf. Oh, I'm going to make it JSConf Mexico. And thank you for everything you're doing to bring real culture to this ecosystem. I know I felt very welcome at Render. I look
Good.
forward to it again next year. It's great that you have big companies supporting you and showing up where it matters. So
Absolutely. And thank
phenomenal.
you again for having me. This is year 2 in a row. So this
We're
is
going to
great.
make it year 3. We're going to become the institution of the podcast right here. Rendering the universe.
I love it.
All right. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you so much.
Where can people find you online if they want to reach out to you directly?
You can find me on any social media platform other than LinkedIn as a ThugDebugger, ThugDebugger. If you want to find me on LinkedIn, it's just my full name, Justin E. Samuels.
Fantastic. So listen, folks, if you are from either you are a conference organizer or you run one of these big conferences or your company is looking for a place to invest in community where you can actually hire the best talent and set yourself up for success in the community, be one of those beloved brands. That's what I was doing when I went to Render this year. Here as a sponsor, yes. Because that's where I'm going to go put my money at. You support our community, we support you back.
Yep, 100%.
So reach out to Justin, reach out to Render.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'll see you at the commits next year.
I'll see you at a black tie.
Black tie. I'll be ready.
Love it.